Yahweh Shem Yahshai, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers in the highways and the byways doing this work in sincerity. So now, I want to go into a topic, alright? Title of this, so we're going to call it the balance. See, because you have brothers in this truth that don't know how to basically balance out their everyday life in relation to the scriptures and to the work of the Most High. You see? And now, point blank, the balance is the word comes before everything else. You see? And through the word, you should execute how you live your life. You see? Because the scripture is a means of how to live your life. As we normally say, it's a lifestyle. Alright? And based upon some scriptures we are going to bring out, I will show you that. You see? First, let me get Proverbs. This is Proverbs 11:1. It says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Yeah, a false balance is an abomination because you can't come to the Most High. You're saying that you love the Most High. The scripture say, oh, if thou lovest me, feed my flock. You can't say you love the Most High, and when you look, it's like the work comes second. The work of the Most High come second to everything else. You see, you're going to tell yourself, say, yo, after you clean the house, you're going to do a video or study or read 2 precepts or go through a lesson, right? Or you're going to cut off a brother because you're in the middle of doing something when the brother sincerely wants to find out some information about a particular breakdown. You see, you have to in this thing, as Elder Pastor always say, if you're lukewarm, scripture says, rather you be hot or cold. And if you're lukewarm, must spew you out of your mouth. You see? So this thing, you have to hot for this thing. And not saying that you're not gonna have things you have to do through your day-to-day life. That's why the balance, right? Continuing. When pride commit, then commit shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the transgressors shall destroy them. Yeah, the word integrity means soundness or wholesome. You see, once you grow up wholesome and rooted and grounded in this word, you're not gonna have a problem of how to divide your time for basically suit the purpose of the Most High. You see? Get a precept. This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. Scripture says everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. So you have to learn to balance out the time. You understand? A purpose means an agenda. You can mean an agenda as a task, a situation. There's a time for it. Right? And you have to find time to do the work of the Most High. If you have time, if you can go through some social media sites and research a girl or respond to your bitches and WhatsApp or whatever, man. Whatever niggas do, man. If you have time to do them shit there, drink and party and all them shit there, man. You see, not that you're supposed to be partying in these times, man. Because these times we in, it's a time of war. You're supposed to be grounded and get ready for the battle, yo. You see, and get ready to greet Yahweh Shem Yahshai, yo. You see? It's not a time for the bullshit. It's time to be firm. And that's a way to get the balance. You see? So you have to learn, you have to straight the point, you have to learn how to balance out the time. You have work, you go work. You know, say after work, You have a lesson for do the lesson. If you don't have the lesson for do, you just want research today, you research today, right? And by the time you're done research, you have everything together for the following day, you put it out. You see? Same thing with your household. You understand? You plan ahead of time, yo. Right? This is Job 31:6. It says, let me be weighed in an even balance that God may know my integrity. So you have to be weighed, you have to ask the Most High for weigh in an even balance so that you can have integrity. And the same thing Job asked the Most High for. You see? Because you're not gonna be wholesome if you're not understanding, say the word come first. Right? In Ecclesiastes, as a matter of fact, let me get that. Right? Ecclesiastes 12 verse 12. It says, for God, verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. You don't have any other duty but for do the commandments of the Most High. And it's not a hard thing. It's instruction of guide through life. As the scripture say, the word is a lamp unto thy feet and a light unto thy path. Let me get it. It's a Psalms 119 and starting from 104. It say, through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Through the Most High precepts you get understanding, man. If anything in a life you want to understand about, you're going to get it through the Most High precepts. And I'm sure a lot of brother can attest to this. If it wasn't for the word of the Most High, enough uno would have probably dead already, yo. Or you would have still caught up in the bullshit with women. You see? Through the precepts you get understanding. And the Most High teach you perfectly the ways of a woman. And because you know because of the precepts, now you know how to have a balance with your woman, yo. And that is wisdom. So you have to know how to have a balance character in life in general. You see? Verse 105, it say, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So the word and the Most High will be a guide, man. You see? That's why the scripture say, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We know say America is the shadow of death, but through the precepts, you gotta have understanding of a guide the way through any valley or darkness, man. You see? The scripture say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. You see? And the fear of God in the treasure. That's in Isaiah 33:6. Roughly paraphrasing. Alright? You say, I will read this from right here. This is a Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 11. The scripture say, wherefore set your affection upon my words, desire them, and ye shall be instructed. If you're having a problem, man, whatever problem you might be having, you have to heed unto the word of the Most High. And the scripture tell us, say, you shall be instructed. You understand? In the Psalms, it tell us, say, I've never seen the righteous forsaken. Let me get that. Right? This is Psalms 37 and 23. It says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighted in his way. Right? Though we fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now I'm old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful, and lendeth and his seed is blessed. So whatever you feel like you have to accomplish in this world because you're worrying about a day when you're not gonna have nothing to eat. The scripture tells you, you're not gonna ever see the righteous forsaken, man. You see? Now the most high seed begging bread, yo. As long as your order, your ways are right within his word. You see? And that is balance. Right? And for basically execute all of this, you see, how to be instructed in the most ways, you have to read. You see? But forget wisdom, you have to have discipline. And the scripture tell you that, yo. You can't give yourself over to your appetite. You have to learn to restrain yourself. Right? As a matter of fact, let me get that precept there. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17. For the very true beginning of her, which is wisdom, is the desire of discipline. And the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws. And the giving heed unto her laws is assurance of incorruption. And incorruption make it us near unto God. Therefore the desire of wisdom bring it to a kingdom. You see? The word kingdom basically comes from king's dominion. The desire of wisdom make teacher how to have dominion over the kingdom, so to speak, yo. You see? And the scripture tell you in Deuteronomy, get it? Deuteronomy 4, verse 5. It say, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. And through all of this, let's finish the verse, we shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. So but you have to have discipline to execute the instructions of the Most High, which are going to give balance to your life, man. And you're going to know how to order your ways are right, so that everything can come in order to please the Most High, man. And it will end up pleasing you, because this to give an example, say your scripture is wisdom. The scripture tell you say you're not supposed to accumulate a lot of women. But King Solomon went and did the same thing, and that's why King Solomon go off, because he heed unto the gods of those women, yo. You see, but the scripture, if you listen to scripture, right, in the first place and take heed unto it, he wouldn't go off, man. You see? But everything aforetime were written for our learning, so we have to learn from them examples there, yo. I'm gonna get a next the final precept. If we make this thing too long, this James. The James 1, I think 22. Yeah, James 1 and 22. It say, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. So you have to be doers of the words, man. You can't only sit down and just say yeah man, that good, yo. That good, that true. No man, you have to listen, and you have to execute too. You see? And that's how you get balance in your life, and that's how you develop a character of integrity. You understand? And with that, I wanna say Kalalal Yahweh Shem Yashai, double honors to the apostles of GMS. Salutations to the brothers. Shalom.